with y'all, man. My bad. That's not supposed to do that. I'm gonna get that fixed. I'm gonna fix that this week, y'all. Oh man, I apologize for that, man. What's going on with y'all, though, man? What's up? Welcome to Talking Shit. Welcome to another episode of Talking Shit, episode 27. A little over past a year doing this, man. We feeling good, rolling good. We got some stuff to show y'all today, man. We got some stuff. We're gonna jump right into it, man. Uh, Dash cam catches a cop kicking the shit and beating the shit out of a 12-year-old boy. Let's watch this, y'all. Oh, in case y'all didn't know, man, appreciate it, man. Thanks for watching, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, man. This is PG the Hustler, man, and you are watching Talking Shit right now, man.
Video shows a 12-year-old child being stopped by the police. Graphic. Here's a video. Okay. You see the back and forth? Look at that. Look at this. Watch this. How horrible is that? We're talking about a 12-year-old kid being treated that way by law enforcement. 12-year-old child. When I give you the background to this and tell you the why, it's going to make you even more infuriated. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Let's put up the picture of the attorney, okay? The attorney for the family of the child who was arrested is right there. His name is Ryan Thomas. Now, why was the child arrested? Well, he was riding on his dirt bike. He was arrested by Louisiana deputies, pulled him over and pulled him off of his dirt bike and decided to stomp on him. The attorney for the family and this young kid, Ryan Thomas, said the ordeal occurred in February near New Orleans in the community of Belle Chase. Left his client, who is 5'4" and only about 130 pounds, with a broken leg and a concussion. You see, this is felony assault, this is child abuse, this is all of that, right? But remember, they got on the blue uniform. They have a badge, so it's different. The sheriff's office said the level of force the deputies used was required. Are you hearing me? This is what the sheriff's office has officially said. The level of force was required to bring down the young biker who put others in danger and broke multiple traffic laws. Thompson said the deputies went too far. A Plaquemines Parish Sheriff's Office spokesperson denies that the child was injured as a result of those cops. They're telling us to not believe what our eyes have seen. There's more. The sheriff's office said the 12-year-old was one of two riders arrested that night among a group of 5. The child was the only one on an off-road dirt bike. His lights were not working, and he was operating in a reckless manner, endangering motorists on Woodland Highway. Deputies tried to stop the riders with both visual and audible signals, but the sheriff's office said they refused to stop and continued to create, and I quote, a public safety hazard by blatantly disregarding numerous traffic laws. However, Thompson said his client never resisted or fled officers. The child said in a video also released by the attorney that he wasn't sure if the officers wanted him to pull over at first. I am looking back and wondering if he's trying to make us leave the area. Is he trying to chase someone else? He said in the video recalling the incident. The child was still charged with aggravated flight from an officer, okay? Resisting arrest and obstruction of a roadway. Thompson said his client did not commit any crimes and the deputies violated the child's civil rights. Thompson is calling for deputies to be fired immediately and arrested. However, the sheriff's office said it reviewed all of the deputies' actions and determined that all deputies performed their duties within the guidelines of its policy, using only the force necessary to subdue the suspects. Let's put up a picture of the sheriff who's back. Shows a 12-year-old child being stopped by the police. Here's a video.
Check this shit out, man. You're gonna be mad.
You see the back and forth? Look at that.
Right there. Give me a little.
Look at this. Watch this. How horrible is that?
You say
We're talking about a 12-year-old kid. Sad.
That's the beginning. You right. That's why I say you said it start off like that.
So a 12-year-old dirt bike kid get beat up by some cops. It's a black kid.
You know it.
But why the black cop beat? Man, come on, run this shit, man.
Yeah, buddy. That's why I said this shit. Man, listen. Whew.
Video shows a 12-year-old child being stomped by the police. Graphic. Here's a video. Okay. You see the back and forth? Look at that.
Dirt bike falls on.
Look at this. Watch this.
Damn.
How horrible is that?
That nigga look like somebody.
We're talking about a 12-year-old kid being treated that way by law enforcement. 12-year-old child. When I give you the background to this and tell you the why, it's going to make you even more infuriated. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Let's put up the picture of the attorney, okay? The attorney for the family of the child who was arrested is right there. His name is Ryan Thomas. Now, why was the child arrested? Well, he was riding on his dirt bike. He was arrested by Louisiana deputies, pulled him over and pulled him off of his dirt bike and decided to stomp on him. The attorney for the family and this young kid, Ryan Thomas, said the ordeal occurred in February near New Orleans in the community of Belle Chase. Left his client, who is 5'4" and only about 130 pounds, with a broken leg and a concussion. You see, this is felony assault, this is child abuse, this is all of that, right? But remember, they got on the blue uniform. They have a badge, so it's different. The sheriff's office said the level of force the deputies used was required. Are you hearing me?
Bullshit.
This is what the sheriff's office has officially said. The level of force was required to bring down the young biker who put others in danger and broke multiple traffic laws. Thompson said the deputies went too far. A Plaquemines Parish Sheriff's Office spokesperson denies that the child was injured as a result of those cops.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're telling us to not believe what our eyes have seen. There's more. The sheriff's office said the 12-year-old was one of two riders arrested that night among a group of 5. The child was the only one on an off-road dirt bike. His lights were not working, and he was operating in a reckless manner, endangering motorists on Woodland Highway. Deputies tried to stop the riders with both visual and audible signals, but the sheriff's office said they refused to stop and continued to create, and I quote, a public safety hazard by blatantly disregarding numerous traffic laws. However, Thompson said his client never resisted or fled officers. The child said in a video also released by the attorney that he wasn't sure if the officers wanted him to pull over at first. I am looking back and wondering if he's trying to make us leave the area. Is he trying to chase someone else? He said in the video recalling the incident. The child was still charged with aggravated flight from an officer, okay? Resisting arrest and obstruction of a roadway. Thompson said his client did not commit any crimes and the deputies violated the child's civil rights. Thompson is calling for deputies to be fired immediately and arrested. However, the sheriff's office said it reviewed all of the deputies' actions and determined that all deputies performed their duties within the guidelines of its policy, using only the force necessary to subdue the suspects. Let's put up a picture of the sheriff who's backing this insanity. His name is Jerry Turlich Jr. Old Jerry says his deputies did absolutely nothing wrong here. Now, there's a suit coming. Obviously, there should be a federal investigation into this, and we're talking about a 12-year-old child. A child. They have no heart. They have no humanity, and this is why people don't like them. They don't like the police because of actions like this. You're doing yourself a disservice here, Sheriff. as well as those officers who think you're back into play. All right, Mr. Wiggins, thoughts?
When you read how small this child was, it gripped me a little bit because I guess this was a, hey, don't hurt yourself or we're going to hurt you situation from the cops. Like that's why they found it necessary to not only grab this individual while he was on a dirt bike, but then it looks like, we can't see, they stomped him in the head while he was on the ground. But when I read the article earlier, it says that the dirt bike landed on the child. So I can't picture why so much force is necessary in a situation like that. But of course, moving forward, they will justify the means in which they needed to restrain that kid.
Yep. All right, we're going to follow this story naturally.
Right there. It's about over. I'm finna tell you something, bro.
Go ahead.
If you look at that, it's from the dash cam of that damn vehicle, yo.
Yeah.
They was stomping that kid in front of the vehicle. Where they was, the dirt bike down there, you just saw the fucking dirt bike, yo.
You didn't see the dirt bike at first?
Not in front of the vehicle, nah.
It was on the side. Like it almost looked like they tried to hit him to knock him off.
Wow, that's even worse.
Right. Here, I'm gonna let you see it again.
That's worse, man.
Look at the video.
Video shows a 12-year-old child being stomped.
Watch the
by
bike
the police.
right here. The bike gonna be
Graphic.
right here.
Here's a video. Okay.
That's where he snatched him up.
You see the back and forth? Look at that. Look at this. Watch this.
Threw him in front of the
How horrible
vehicle.
is that?
Yep.
We're talking about a 12-year-old kid being treated that way by law enforcement.
Man, that's crazy, yo. That's fucking, man.
Crazy.
And they gonna lie to themselves, bro.
Huh?
It's like they don't even have no cameras. They gonna pin it the way they want to, no matter what you see. What you see is still not the fucking truth, man.
Right.
Man.
Only that boy know the truth and them cops.
Only that boy know yeah.
Facts. Because the way that dash cam is, it's over the hood.
Right.
So you don't get to see the actual where they actually stomping them. And there's not another car coming from another view.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or not another dash cam, camera
Vehicle
view
down.
or
Block traffic off. So how is he obstructing traffic? Ain't no fucking traffic.
Looked like they was on a dirt motherfucking road, man.
That's crazy, man.
I don't see no.
That's crazy.
Let me look at this shit again because I don't see. To me, it does not look like.
What's that? Ice?
Look at this shit. No, that's just a dirt road. This is the. Okay, this is the road, and this is like the side of the highway. I see what it is. I see.
Yeah, the shoulder of the street.
Yeah, that's the shoulder. The street is over here.
It looked like ice, like snow or something. Whatever that white shit.
You know, it might be because they did say did he say it happened in February?
February, yeah.
So it might be. Do it snow down there in Louisiana?
Yeah, it snow down there everywhere if the temperature right. But if you look over there, further up there by that vehicle, all that shit over there is white.
Snow. That's all ice. Yeah, you're right. That's all snow. You're right. It is all that snow.
Man, that's fucking crazy, man.
12 years old though, Ice.
Oh, Bernie. Oh, Uncle Bernie. Oh, motherfucker, Uncle Tom. This motherfucker will come running and start stomping on somebody. Man, get the. If it was anything, you should have been the motherfucker to stop the white man, bro.
Right.
If anything,
Fact.
but you jump your happy-go-lucky ass up there and get in on it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
trying to please his master.
I don't understand that shit, man.
Trying to please his master. Trying to make massa happy. I'm gonna get accommodation for this. You know how niggas think sometimes.
I'm gonna you finna get your ass fired and ran out the motherfucking Paris.
Right, out the motherfucking city. Yeah. What you say off top?
Hell yeah.
Get your ass the fuck out of here, nigga. Cause I can see it right now. Niggas gonna be threatening him, all kind of motherfucking shit over behind this kind of shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man.
What else you got on
Oh,
topic?
you know what? I want to go. I want to hit this real quick. This happened 2 days ago. I'm gonna jump to this, and then we're gonna finish out other stuff. Let's check this out. This right here is like um crazy, and I kind of agree. I'm gonna let it play, and then we're gonna do the thoughts.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Today is another great day in Fulton County, another great day of crime fighting. We are here today to just let the public know that we are continuing our mission to target gangs, as we believe it is our...
That sound crazy to you? Maybe it was just set like that. I don't know.
Yeah, blow it up.
Let me blow it up. Yeah, it just sounds like it's out of one ear.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Today is another great day in Fulton County, another great day of crime fighting. We are here today to just let the public know that we are continuing our mission to target gangs, as we believe it is our #1 public safety deterrent crisis that we're in. I have to acknowledge the two men that are before me before I even start. This is the great Detective Needham and the great Detective Davidson from Sandy Springs Police Department. This was a collaboration, but you always have to acknowledge those that are on the front line working really hard to get things done. And these two gentlemen have done just an excellent job. What today's indictment is about is the Drug Rich Gang, which is a hybrid gang, and it started back in 2016. That's how far we can document this gang existing. We know that it is a gang that primarily actually exists out of DeKalb County, the Stone Mountain and the Tucker area. But as we know, crime and criminals have no boundaries, and they found their way into my county, Fulton County. I have a message today that you will hear repeated time and time again. If you thought Fulton was a good county to bring your crime to bring your violence to, you are wrong, and you are going to suffer consequences. And today is the start of some of those consequences. This gang, as I mentioned, is a hybrid gang. It does include members of the Gangster Disciples, the Crips, and the Bloods. We know that here in Atlanta, Georgia, that hybrid gangs are something that we regularly see. We know that this gang does have some identifiers that connects it together. They use things like prescription bottles and money symbols, and this is in their jewelry and their tattoos, and we see that present here. We have identifiers identifying this gang. But that's not the problem, that people collected together or they decided to use symbols. It's what they did once they joined together. What this indictment represents is 16 different victims in our county, 16 different incidents of violence, and 26 defendants. They committed crime everywhere from the south to the north of my county, which included Union City, Atlanta, and Sandy Springs. The earliest crime committed that is captured in this indictment is a 2018 carjacking. The latest was committed just this month. We are aware that crimes have occurred in other jurisdictions, but what this indictment primarily covers are the 16 crimes that committed here in Fulton County. The victims, they do not discriminate, but what they did do is target people who show their wealth on social media. So I do have a message for the public, where it is kind of fun to put your things on social media and show off. Unfortunately, these gangs are becoming more savvy, more sophisticated in the way that they target you. And this is a way that we know that they targeted these individuals. And it's because of these great detectives' work where they were able to show that they were following these individuals and using it to their advantage. Some of the celebrity victims included Calvin Ridley, who is a loved member of our Falcons, Brad Guzan, who is a loved member of the Atlanta United team, Marlo Hampton, who is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Brittany Mealy, who is the mother of Future's child. All very well-known celebrities who have decided to take residence right here in Metro Atlanta, because this is a great place to live and we cannot tolerate this. But don't be fooled. This indictment also covers other individuals who are not as famous, but also had their wealth on social media. Lots of social media influencers. The incidences that are in here is, thank God we don't have a murder, but we have kidnapping, we have armed robberies, we have shootings, and we have home invasions. Very violent crimes, things that cannot be allowed in our county, and all done again at the hands of crime, at the hands of gangs. What I want the public to see today is a collaboration of law enforcement, because as they have gotten more savvy, so have we. And so what you have is a collaboration of the Atlanta Police Department, the Union City Police Department, the United States Attorney's Office is here today, the Fulton County Sheriff, the Marshals, and the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. We are working together. We are working collaboratively, and we have a message, and that is get out of this county or expect to start seeing sentences that go life plus. Because I am not going to negotiate with gang members. I am not going to allow pleas. We are going to find you. We are going to convince you. And we're going to send you to the prison for the rest of your days. And I'm not apologizing for that. Any questions?
George Keating, Rolling Stone. As it happens, I live in the part of DeKalb County that drug rich is sort of covers. I live in Pine Lake. And you mentioned drug-rich Hecht, who's Stinney in the indictment, who, as I understand it, just got out of jail or prison. He's living with his mom on up the street. How much cooperation? Because I can't help but notice that DeKalb County isn't standing behind you right now. But I know that they're accused of crimes in DeKalb County. Is there collaboration happening between Fulton and DeKalb County with regard to the investigation of this gang?
I have a relationship with the district attorney in DeKalb. I cannot say we specifically collaborated on this incident. I will say that we know that this gang has also committed crimes in Cobb, in Fayette, in a lot of the surrounding jurisdictions, and they have been at the table as we have developed these crimes. In fact, I'm aware that the Gwinnett district attorney does have an indictment against some of these same members, and she has sent part of her staff to be at the table.
Talk about how this came down. You talked about the detectives kind of bringing this forward. What was the beginning of this? How did this, all these things have been happening, but how did you all put it together, and what was kind of the germ, the beginning part of this investigation?
I have to give credit to the Sandy Springs Police Department. They were able to really pay attention, to really go back and track and see that these people were tracking people on social media. Obviously, it doesn't happen at the first crime where you realize that there is a trend, but they pretty quickly did that. I have a great relationship with the chief in Sandy Springs, Kenneth DeSimone. We began talking. I began sending assistant district attorneys out there as we developed this, and they were really the foundation and the work. But as always, you know that I love our acting chief in Atlanta, Shearbaum. He was automatically willing to get involved and to do their part and to develop this. And so people just came together and developed this. But the foundation and the start, as you asked, was really through just great detective work.
Mm-hmm. And what years was this? This is in the last years, isn't it, the Sandy Springs thing?
Yes, but we do have crimes going back in this indictment to 2018, because once that research was done, we saw that there were crimes going back to 2018. We also have this gang documented going as far back as 2016. As George Cheedy just pointed out, this is a gang that primarily operates in DeKalb, and so I can honestly tell you, when they first brought this to me, I said, this is not one that I'm familiar with. We don't hear about them a lot. And then we began to realize that's because most of the work they had put in, and I use work in the slang term, most of the crime that they were doing was out of DeKalb County, but they decided to cross the county lines, and that's going to be detrimental to them.
So the indictment mentions lyrics from a couple of videos.
Here we go.
It does.
Here we go. She ain't playing, nigga.
To limit the use of rap lyrics in prosecutions.
I want to show you something that is really, really.
Listen, nigga.
Do you have thoughts about that?
I think that I would welcome an opportunity to sit down with Hank Aaron and discuss that proposed legislation. I don't think that it will be successful. I think if you decide to admit your crimes over a beat, I'm going to use it.
You did that before with previous gang member arrests. What are your specific responses to the criticism that you're specifically targeting Atlanta's hip hop community through these lyrics?
I'm not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible. One of the lyrics used in this indictment, just one of the lyrics is, me and my crew striking out, striking in all black. Send me the drop, we'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're gonna take off the tag. Well, they're kicking indoors, committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm gonna continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Two quick questions. The first one related to this indictment. It sounds like when it comes to the investigation, not that the days of people being followed home from a restaurant or something like that aren't still happening, but it sounds like it's as simple as somebody posts, hey, I got this new chain, I got this new car, and these guys are just sitting back, scroll. Can you kind of just take us through that process?
I have a very good example of that. Marlo Hampton is a star on Atlanta Housewives. That's a show. It's Atlanta, so I like it and I watch it, and I'm a fan of hers. One of the things she does, though, is at one point she has the news media in her home, and during that interview, she shows you how to enter the house, where things are within her closet. She then becomes a victim. That's not wise to do. You should be able to show you've worked hard, you have some success, people are interested in you. You should be able to show that. But it's not a wise thing to do because you're exactly right. Now what they're doing is they're looking on social media and they are seeing, are there things here that we would like to get? One of the things the investigators realized is they're immediately going to closets. They're immediately going to bedrooms. They know where these high-end items are and they are seeking to get them. And so it's just not wise to do, and you're right. They have become more sophisticated, but luckily they give us good evidence because we're able to track them as they are tracking other individuals. But my message to the public is please stop doing that.
Are most of these home invasions, or are they burglaries and they don't care if they're home? Or because there's obviously a big difference between burglary and home invasion.
They're actually both. Sometimes the victim, like Mariah Carey, was not home at the time, right? So it becomes a burglary. In other times, unfortunately, the victims are home and they don't mind using violence once they enter the home and you're present. So sometimes they are just burglaries, sometimes they are home invasions. Either way, people's dwellings, their homes, where you feel safe is violated and things are taken. But unfortunately, in some occasions, people are targeted and really harmed. In one of these cases, we had a 16-year-old child in the shower and she was taken downstairs by force. You know, an incident as a mom, I cannot imagine having to have gone through and suffered. Yes, sir.
We have the YSL
more than 6 feet, ain't it?
Yeah.
That you're presenting today. Would you say that's how you plan to target gangs here in Fulton County, using that RICO statute and keep doing more and more indictments like that?
Where appropriate, that's what I'll use.
Real quick, one more question. So you brought up YSL. There's been a lot of developments recently, and I'm hoping you could address the witness intimidation. Where are we kind of
YSL.
And also, I've just had some conversations with former and current detectives who believe that this is going to cause some type of chilling effect when you're going to start seeing discovery leaked on Instagram. People aren't going to be, cooperating anymore with the investigation. So I guess, first off, where are we with Young Thug's case, and then if you have any reaction to that chilling effect?
I agree with detectives. If this information is listed on social media, it will have chilling effects. We are taking precautions to make sure that that does not happen, that people are protected when they cooperate with the law enforcement and the police, because citizens cooperating is a big part of ridding this from our community. It is the largest part.
This is I ask you, off topic for a moment, your reaction to Judge McBurney's order this morning that is compelling the governor to testify, but then delaying the testifying until after the election?
I think it's appropriate for witnesses that have information in that investigation to testify.
Today, we are seeing the sentencing in the murder case for Kennedy Maxey. Another 7-year-old was shot over the weekend. How can you ensure parents, the public, that kids are safe in the city of Atlanta and the Fulton County?
Both of those cases are the same in that they take away our most precious commodity, our children. And today, that defendant, the world should know, got life without the possibility of parole plus another 15 years.
Damn.
So that gentleman was a member of a gang, and that's an example of gang violence that we cannot allow in our community. There is a distinction in this case that happened over the weekend, although it is equally tragic. It is an incident of domestic violence, something that we know is really just people don't seem to be able to get along in relationships, and we have too many guns in the wrong hands and too much freedom to get guns. But this is a harsh reality. If you are in a domestic situation and there is a gun present, you and everyone around you is in more danger, and it is very difficult for the law enforcement to be anything but a reactor to that. We have got to have legislation that does not allow domestic violence abusers to have guns around them, and I think we have to have some serious conversations about something that's not popular. Everybody doesn't need a gun. I have come to the public many, many times and said, stop leaving your guns in your cars, because they are breaking into cars, taking your guns and using them from the wrong things. And we are suffering as a community this morning. It broke my heart to watch. Here I get a huge success last week. Kennedy Maxey's killer held responsible. And this morning I wake up to another precious life stolen.
The killer was killed. You said it was gang related. Which gang?
I'm sorry.
You said that the shooting of the child, there was a gang involved with it. Which?
I know you're aware of that. That gentleman had gang ties to Virginia on down. He was here. They say I'm picking on the rap community. He was here to be an aspiring rapper.
District Attorney, back to the special grand jury. You gave us some guidance back in the summer about how long this will go. What do you believe now in terms of how much longer you expect the grand jury? It isn't paneled until May, but what is your expectation of how many more subpoenas you'll send out, how many more people you expect to come in before this wraps up?
I think we're about 60% through of all of the people that we need to be brought up. I'm pleased with the pace that we're going. There can't be any predictions, as you know. Many people are unsuccessfully fighting our subpoenas. We will continue to fight to make sure that the grand jury and the public gets the truth. And I am very hopeful that by the end of this year, I'll be able to send the grand jury on their way.
Of the 26 people in this indictment, how many are in custody?
Oh, I had that exact number. I think it's about 18 of them are in custody right now. I know we have 5 that are in the wind.
Okay. And are the 18 in Fulton or elsewhere?
Various places. Yes.
Was there ever a moment in the Trump investigation where you anticipated that the special grand jury might complete its task?
So I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I made $49,000 in the last 30.
Stupid ass nigga asking some shit about the Trump.
Beforehand, or did you always kind of know we were going to wait until after?
No, I knew we were going to wait till after. I've been very specific and determined to get rid of that accusation that this is just some political stunt and we were trying to impact the election. As you may recall, I did not call the first witnesses until we were after those primaries, and I made it very well known to the judge who's over this, as well as my team, that I would not do anything until after the election. So they'll have to accuse me of something else. They can get rid of that one.
Fourth or fifth RICO, I guess, since you've been the DA. Just talk about the strength of of this tactic and why you go this way.
Well, I have to go back to the great work of Detective Needham and Detective Davidson in this matter. I'm a fan of RICO. I've told people that. And the reason that I am a fan of RICO is I think jurors are very, very intelligent. I think that some people don't want to do jury service, but once they get there, we really find that there are good citizens there. They're very smart. They pay attention. They take these matters serious. But they want to know the whole story. They want to know what happened. They want to make an accurate decision about someone's life. And so RICO is a tool that allows a prosecutor's office and law enforcement to tell the whole story. And so we use it as a tool so that they can have all the information they need to make a wise decision. So it's a tool I continue to use. I'm very happy the Atlanta Police Department allow us to come down and do gang training and talk about RICO. And that was the great cooperation of the Atlanta Police Chief that stands behind me, Shearbaum, as well as the mayor are allowing that. And so it's a tool we'll use. Sandy Springs has brought in, Atlanta has brought in fact, all of the chiefs. We know that this is a good tool, and it's a tool we continue to use.
Since there's so many agencies, is this investigation going to expand to other counties and trade information on this?
We will absolutely be cooperative with other counties, but I am the district attorney only of Fulton County, and so what I'm concerned about is crime that occurs in Fulton County.
Do you think we've seen a lot of delays and people not wanting to testify, and even some people who originally were willing to testify now filing to delay? Do you think this is part of a general tactic to push it as far past the election as possible by certain people?
You're an excellent reporter, but with that, I'm going to end this press conference. Thank y'all for coming.
She ain't no fool.
No. He ain't playing.
She hit him too. You an excellent reporter, but shit, I'm out on that.
He ain't playing.
So listen, man. I hate to say this.
No, I'll say.
I hate to say it only because I consider myself, you know what I'm saying, a distant cousin of the rap community, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm something like a member, man. You know what I mean? I'm an ass cap, that guy. You know what I mean? But what I don't do is put crime on record, and no one should. But this is the era where you remember you remember back in the day when all our gangster rappers, so-called gangster rappers, all niggas that was hard, even they never put a lot of crime on record, and if they did, it was make believe. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was some old, remember Brother Lynch Hung used to, I'm eating people, and it was some, it was just for show. But now we get into this era where these dudes, it's kind of flipped because art used to imitate life.
Right.
Now, life mocks the art.
Right. And lives are being lost. All this other shit.
Because of it.
That happened in order for you to feed your damn family, man.
Right. And niggas are where I can see these dudes and where they going is like what it's funny because these niggas choose to do crime and to do the wrong thing and to want to be this and that just to be on Instagram or be on social media stunting just to show that they got this, to show that they got it. They don't even really have a purpose for why they want certain things or why they want this and that. They just want to shine. They just want to be lit. You know what I mean? They just want to be the freshest. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just real. I don't know, man. Like it's real ass backwards right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
the art was the actual storytelling in rap, bro.
Mm-hmm. Remember, they used to tell shit to where only the streets would understand.
Yeah, it was a fucking code to it, man.
Yeah, now these young niggas just talk any motherfucking nonsense, nigga.
Yeah, you sitting there deciphering this shit your damn self, and you like, what did this motherfucker just say he did?
Right.
What did he just? Hold on, let me bag that up. What did he just?
Like, damn. But then it was done in such a way to where it wasn't saying that it was him, or it was like you couldn't just put it on them. Like it was a way they did it to where it was like, this motherfucker slick. You know what I'm saying? Or if they was talking about something, the statute of limitations was up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like actively like, man, I'm finna go record a song about kicking in doors, but I just kicked in a door 2 days ago.
Right.
Like that's dumb as fuck.
That whole thing it's went over the line drastically when you look at it because rap, like I said, rap used to be about storytelling, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can close your eyes and you can visually see what these motherfuckers talking about and understand what they talking about. Now you close your eyes and shit, you visualizing this shit and you shocked at what the fuck you hearing, bro. I'm shocked at what these niggas talking about, man.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
it shocks the shit out of. I'm like, man, what the hell the fuck on? When did it turn into this? When do we graduate into this type of stuff that's going on now?
Yep. That's why
You know,
I'm
when
telling you.
when was the turning point? I can't even say where it turned the corner leading to this. I can't even remember where it went this way. You know, you don't have it's, and I'm gonna say this, and then you'll understand what I'm saying. Y'all have taken the imagination out of fucking rap, bro. There used to be some imagination in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
It used to be some imagination in there. That was the good part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now this shit is like real fucking life, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up this morning and I rolled down and I shot this nigga in the head. I shot him dead. Hold on a minute. You know?
The nigga said, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
It's that, you know?
Yep.
And the younger generation just feeding into it. And see, everything goes in a circle. Life is a circle, bro. Everything goes in a circle. So, what they accused NWA and them rappers for back then, this shit is actually happening now, man.
Exactly. That's ooh-wee.
Yeah.
You dropped that on them right there.
That's
That's a clip. That's a clip,
they were
nigga.
motherfuckers of at one time. The shit that you had Waters out here fighting motherfuckers over, it was not that back then. Now it has turned into that.
It's that now. Yeah.
Yeah. And
wow.
they slow catching up. So you had this long ass time span between when, okay, you trying to force these lyrics into being this. Now it's business, and she just said 2016, and you're just not catching up. The fuck,
Just
man?
now catching up. 16.
You know,
that's man.
Yeah, that's 6 years, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know.
So that's 6 years, a whole bunch of motherfucking shit.
Yeah,
These niggas did.
I ain't telling what the motherfuckers did in 6 years.
My whole thing is why. Like, I'm not.
He might have been 18, now he's 24. He might have been 20, now he's 26.
Bro,
Can you just
these niggas was robbing housewives.
That's the thing with Thug now. Man, they starting to put bodies on these dudes, man.
Yep.
A serious body count.
Mm-hmm. Serious one. A serious one.
Yeah, a serious one. You'll never see daylight again. And no matter how much money you got, you will never see daylight again, man.
You're going to be living rich in the pen because they're going to let you record.
No, you ain't going to be living shit. They finna get all that, too. They going to get all of that, too.
Yeah, you right, because when the RICO come, they take everything.
All of that. They getting everything.
Because they're gonna try to say some kind of way that his music earnings is tied to the crime and all that. They're gonna try to say that.
They're going to find a way to get everything that you got. Ain't nobody gonna be living on shit you had because you made this shit over taking lives of other motherfuckers, robbing other motherfuckers, kidnapping, all this old dumbass shit you doing.
A 16-year-old girl, man.
Yeah. Drug her. She in the shower and you drug her downstairs. Motherfucker, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Had that been my child, boy, them niggas wouldn't have made it to trial.
No, they wouldn't have made it. They wouldn't have even made it past tomorrow.
Cause I'm gonna tell you, man, the motherfucking streets, they know when something happen like that in the streets. The streets can get around. The streets serve their own justice too.
I'm gonna put you on
Don't
something.
Don't forget that.
I'm gonna put you on something. You gonna remember this when I say the shit. You remember, like, when Facebook had just really first just jumped off.
Yep.
Instagram came behind, had really just jumped off. You remember the motherfucker that had all the money in the closet? He had all the money. They had he on live when the live jumped off. He on live with all the money in the motherfucking closet, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah,
They went in his house and robbed him. That was years ago, man.
I bet.
That was years ago. You should have learned your lesson when the dude is on live and the police ATF come through his fucking door, yo.
Yep.
You should have learned your lesson then, but y'all don't pay attention. You out here trying to be the next motherfucker, this the first to do this, or the next motherfucker to go on live and do this shit, man.
Let's not forget, they should have learned the valuable lesson. Rest in peace, my nigga Pop Smoke.
Exactly, bro.
Just from posting, that was a slip up. He didn't mean to post that damn address, but he just wanted to post what he had got. He wanted to post this little thing, and it just so happened to zoom past the front part, right. The package, and these smart, stupid, dumb motherfucking ass criminals slowed that shit down, stopped it, got the address.
Wait, the motherfuckers is so you. It's like you a superhero, or you feel like you untouchable, but you constantly putting yourself out there. Yep. If you doing all this shit and you getting all this money, why you got to go out here and brag about the shit?
Shouldn't be no reason.
Why you got to put yourself on Front Street? Why?
It's the social bug. It's the social flu, dog.
That's crazy.
It's literally the social flu. You have to get the likes. Motherfuckers love likes. Motherfuckers love them little hearts.
And that's
think about it on Instagram, bro. And this is more mental than anything. Facebook, it's the same way, but on different levels. Okay, I'm gonna break something down to everybody that's on here, and people may not think about it or may not have thought about it like this. On Facebook, no, let's start with Instagram since they only have one. Instagram has one emoji, right?
Right.
And it's the heart emoji, right?
Right.
Okay. The heart is always going to be significantly, synonymous with love.
Right.
Even subconsciously.
Right.
So the more hearts and the more likes you get, when you open up that thing and you get that, the more loved you feel subconsciously.
Right.
Even though it's not real because it's just people scrolling through and hitting it. That's all they have to do is hit the heart. They ain't got nothing else.
Right.
So you automatically feel like somebody, or you have anytime you feel loved, you have a sense of, if you're loved by your family.
I just caught up on where you going, bro. Go ahead, man.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like when you grew up with a loving family, anytime you feel love or you get that love, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel better. It's endorphins that run through your brain.
Right.
When you feel loved, bro.
It makes you want it more and more.
Makes you want it more and more and more and more, dog. It's not a bad thing. Have one more love is never a bad thing. But the way they have used it and turned it and psychologically flipped that. And people don't even understand this when they're doing that's why you see the girls using ass to get the love. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to get it. They don't have to get it physically. Exactly. Oh, they don't have to let a whole bunch of niggas fuck on them. They could just go shake their ass and have 1,000 DMs. Oh, they feel like they the shit. Oh, they big blew up.
And then let me add to it. The next time she gonna do more. The next time she gonna have on less.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
My nigga.
That shit there is they say, oh, you just out here thirsty for fucking likes. You just out here. That's what it is. It's the truth.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
It was just a phrase at first when people started hating, but at the same time, it grew and grew, and it grew into what it is actually now.
And it's the damn truth.
You know. And I mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. I would rather see a woman getting up, putting on clothes, going to motherfucking work, Then a woman on a damn social media, all she do is lay on her back for motherfucking likes and the OnlyFans. That shit there is taking over now.
Yeah.
Everybody got a motherfucking OnlyFans account.
Man, them bitches was making millions. Them bitches was making
easy
$100,000.
to not get off their back and make motherfucking money.
Yeah, they was hoeing online.
You know that fucking takes. I mean, and this is serious though. We in a serious. We finna get serious here for a minute though.
Let's do it.
How the hate used to be towards strippers. Okay. Wow. How that hate used to be towards strippers. I used to DJ in a strip club, bro. A couple strip clubs. Some of the women that I knew, I was good friends with, but they only did that to go to school. I knew a girl that was in dental school. You know, I knew a couple girls that was in nursing school. That's what they did. But that kind of got blew away after a minute. That's all these women know. 4 or 5 of them stand in a big ass townhouse, and when they leave, everybody leave to go to work at the strip club. When they come back, they sharing the rent. So now you got more money. You see the women out here, they going to buy these fucking expensive bags, expensive ass matching flip flops. That's all they fucking do all day. They don't even, if you had a resume, they couldn't even fill out the fucking resume to get a real job, yo. So what's next though? What's the next? I mean, the OnlyFans shit that's the hottest thing going right now. That's the hottest fucking thing. So what is actually next? MC said the shit. MC said this shit that's done moved to the website, bro.
Move to it's online.
Let's move to the website, bro.
It's online, man.
He said that shit years ago, and look where it's gotten to right now.
It's there, bro. These hoes was making 300,000, 400,000,
man.
Like
girl went
sometime a month, bro, on the OnlyFans.
The other day and got on a damn Maserati, man.
Off of OnlyFans money.
Off of OnlyFans, yo.
Man, I'm finna find me. Hey, anybody watching this broadcast, y'all want to link up and have a space to click off and do some OnlyFans? I only need 30%. I provide the place. Man, let's get this motherfucking money, man. That's some cheese.
Oh, man.
That's some bread. And they tried to shut it down, and they was like, nope, you can't do that.
You can actually pimp you can be a pimp on OnlyFans.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, my brother.
You take 4 women from doing this and tell them, look, I'll get you everything you need.
Yep.
I'll help you redo this room right. I'll help you redo this room right here. And you give me 6 months. And I'm gonna show you how to get some money. You ain't gotta leave out your fucking house.
I advertise for you.
Matter of fact, you ain't gotta leave out your house unless you want to. I'm gonna show you how to order your groceries from home. I'm gonna show you how to get on the internet and do all it. You ain't gotta go nowhere unless you want to. You can sit up in 10, 12 hours a day and make this much motherfucking money, man.
Make bread.
Make nothing but bread. And it's legal.
All legal. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You ain't worry about nobody robbing you. You ain't got, I'm your security. You ain't got to worry about nobody robbing you.
And don't nobody know where you at.
And don't nobody know where you at, period. Don't know. You just in a room. That's it. That's it.
Drop your name and contact number below. Let's make this money.
Drop your name and contact. Well, y'all contact me. I'm right here. It's Iceberg Flame. The only man with a cool and a hot name at the same time, yo. I can get you. I can get you there.
You feel me?
Trust me, and I'm not Ike Turner. I do not know. I don't even know a nigga named Ike.
You feel me? Never met one. Man, let's scoot this shit on along, man, because we'll be tripping on this shit. Man, what we got here? NAACP back at it again. Calls for firing a Camden County deputy.
Disturbing video recorded in Kingsland showing a Camden County deputy throwing a woman to the ground The incident was back in January, but was just shared with us by the Camden County NAACP, who obtained the video this week after getting a tip. The deputy in the video has been identified as Christy Newman.
The NAACP says this is not the first time they feel she's used unnecessary force, and they're calling for her to be fired. Marilyn Parker tells us more.
A woman thrown to the ground, handcuffed, punched in the face. Then shoved into the front of a patrol car. This video out of Kingsland is hard to watch.
And that's a white woman too.
Well, I think that was a little bit of overkill. I mean, I wouldn't want to be stopped by that person or
Look at that ugly
anything.
bitch.
It was just too much, too rough.
It started as a traffic stop.
I'll be at the Shell station.
Deputies say Cheris Faria failed to stop at an intersection. That's when Deputy Christy Newman pulls her over, runs her license, and she sees that Faria has a non-judgment suspension, but dispatch didn't know what it was for.
She's non-judgment suspended, so I can't let her drive off.
The report states Deputy Newman told Faria about the suspension and she couldn't drive, so she asked her to step out of the truck. Faria refused. According to the report, Deputy Newman says Faria was non-compliant, and at some point, I got the door unlocked and attempted to get her out the car. This part of the video shows the door was open. Then Deputy Newman closes the door. Then she tries to open it again, reaches in, and you see the driver's hand come out. Then the deputy moves into the truck. From the angle of the video, we can't tell what's happening inside the truck or why the person wouldn't get out. But what we do see is the deputy struggling to get this woman out. She even mounts herself on the car to pull her out, and once she's out, she ends up on the ground. Newman's report says the woman was resisting her, holding onto the steering wheel while shoving and yanking her. Another deputy arrives and tries to tase the woman from the other side, but it doesn't work. Deputy Newman is on top of Faria's back. There's a struggle to get her on her stomach. The deputy throws something away from the woman while the other deputy's knee is on Faria's back. In the report, Newman says she was actively resisting while out of the truck. In the video, Deputy Newman gets her in handcuffs, pulls her up by her arms, lets her go, then steps over her while pointing down at her. Then the deputy walks away and Faria stands up. Newman's report says she tried to help her up, but Faria pushed her away. In the video, you see once Faria is up, the two deputies turn and face her. Then Newman grabs Faria by the arm, tugs on her shoulder, hits her twice in the face, pulls her by her hair, and pushes her head into the front of the patrol car. The deputy's narrative says, in my attempt to control the situation, she ended up being hit in the face and then forcefully put on the bumper of my patrol vehicle.
Wow. That's the first thing went through my mind.
Camden County NAACP President Timothy Bissett Sr. says this was excessive force, especially with the woman in handcuffs.
This is a violation of public trust, and we want to see Deputy Newman off the streets. We believe that she need to be terminated, and we want to go as far as saying that she need to be arrested because she did assault this individual during that traffic stop.
Newman was given a warning in January, and according to the department's Facebook page, she was named Deputy of the Month just 2 months later. And if you take a look at your screen, we got a statement from Faria that reads, I'm working through the traumatizing experience one day at a time. Being a child of a law enforcement officer for my entire life, I never expected to be placed in this situation. It goes on to say my ultimate goal after this is to push for better training and to remove officers that clearly pose a huge threat to society for the first time and not wait until it's too late and someone's life was placed in the hands of an out-of-control law enforcement officer. Now, I want to show you this employee warning report that the NAACP gave us from the sheriff's office. They noted that the deputy was in violation of the use of force policy in according with the Camden County Sheriff's Office, and that the woman posed no immediate threat. Now, we're told that our process or our request is still being processed through the department. Once we get that information, we'll update you on air and online at news4jax.com. Reporting live, Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
Miss Parker.
Yeah, we're going to have to follow up on that because the NAACP getting behind you and you ain't even black. Something wrong.
Oh yeah, there's something wrong with that. Well, I wouldn't say it, not like wrong.
No, nothing wrong with it, but I mean something wrong with whoever they going after.
Yeah.
That mean they just ain't standing for. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
Listen, you got to go, motherfucker.
It's a backstory to that.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody else that they've done wrong. You know what I'm saying? Well,
right.
It's we already know it's more people, but I'm saying it's got to be something else immediately. Like you saying, it's a backstory. Somebody immediate has already called the NAACP, and then this happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Type shit. You know, so they got to they got to jump on it. But they
yeah, man.
Man, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, but what else you got up, bro? What else you got? What else you got on tap?
Shit. Male Karen follows woman to the crib.
You ever cut me off again, I'll beat the out of you. You know what you did. You cut me off. Good. Call the cops. Now I know where you live. Good. Because I know where you live. Boom. Boom, bitch. Tell your mama to quit cutting people off.
Everything okay?
No, it's not. She cut me off and then wants to act like a idiot. You. Yeah, call the cops so I can tell them. Because guess what? See this little camera right here? You're on it too, bitch. Okay. Throw your hands up again. No, you. I'll fix your car when I run my up your ass.
What?
This male Karen has been exposed. We do have the information. The Karenicity runs deep. Obviously, this male Karen is extremely dangerous. This guy decided to follow this family home after he was, according to him, cut off in traffic. He then proceeds to commit another criminal act, terroristic threats. He then destroys property, okay? So the incident appears to have happened on August 19th. The woman, her name is Jillian, all right? Took to Facebook to detail the incident, saying, and I quote, "Please share and help us identify this guy. This road rage incident happened to my son and I. He blamed me for cutting him off as I merged onto Highway 27. Please excuse his foul language. He chased us off the exit and approached my vehicle, punching my windows. And as I took off, he ran after my car, threatening to shoot us. He then followed us, so I pulled into a friend's driveway with cameras. The police were called. We were unable to get a tag number from the Toyota Corolla. He has been identified. Let's put up his picture. His name is Michael Harvey. Michael Harvey is the male Karen in that video. We do not have details if Mr. Harvey has been arrested. We do not have details if the police have been notified as to this being Michael Harvey. And if they have not, that means that I have just notified them that the individual committing those multiple acts of criminal activities, his name in fact is Michael Harvey.
Wow.
David, people cannot say that I'm anti-police. I'm anti-bad police.
Right.
But damn it, today we're going to seek justice.
Well, and kudos to the woman, the mother, for having the tenacity and being able to think. I mean, most of us, when we're sort of approached in that situation, our mind sort of goes out the window. She had enough sense to be able to say, okay, I'm going to drive to where I have a neighbor or a friend who has cameras. I mean, that is brilliant. And the fact of the matter is, I used to once upon a time think, oh, all these cameras is going to be trouble. No, because if everyone were to act as if they were always on camera, you were always being recorded, even people who have these impulses, these violent psychopathic impulses to scream at people, might think twice about actually doing so. And so I hope that the police actually do make an arrest, and kudos to.
Wait a minute. Before we skip to that, I want you to did you see this yet? This candidate, this black chick called out this old white lady for collecting bribes. Have you seen this? Check this shit out, bro. This shit crazy. But hey, listen, let me tell you, let me just go back to this before we go on to that. Listen, don't pull up in, don't follow me home.
Man,
Do
I
not
was
follow me home.
I know 5 women would have blow this motherfucking ass away.
Thank you. Do not follow my mom home. Do
Get
not
out of here.
step foot over at her address. Do not step foot over at my. We will blow your motherfucking head off. Period.
Period.
Do
Point blank.
not do shit like that. And I don't know a lot of motherfuckers that you can do shit like that to.
Right. Let's go sit there and just take this shit. And then you done kick my motherfucking rear mirror off and all that. Man, get the fuck.
Throw shit at my, try to bust my window. I got a child in the car. First of all, it's a woman.
Right.
Hold on. Why and how is this nigga still walking and her husband ain't beat the dog shit out of that nigga?
I'm gonna say this again too, man. I believe this shit, and 99.9% of the time I stand behind what the fuck I say, yo. White people ain't get this bold till fucking Trump, yo.
Facts.
Motherfuckers didn't. You didn't hear about a Karen like these motherfuckers until Trump, man. All these motherfuckers he put a fucking battery in these white people's back. Man.
Got them thinking that they gonna get off and look at the 3 white boys in Georgia.
Fucking right.
Blammed.
That's one of the fucking things that's wrong with this motherfucking country right now, man. That's one, and I will say one of the top 3 things that's wrong with this motherfucking country right now.
Stop being so fucking bold.
Stop being fucking bold. A motherfucker gonna get you. We gonna hear one soon. A motherfucker gonna blow one of these motherfuckers away, and gonna have the right to.
You ain't lying, cause listen,
gonna have the right to. You gonna jump on the right motherfucker that's gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. You gonna follow the right motherfucker, say something to the right motherfucker that's gonna blow your goddamn brains out.
Facts, bro. Because
and it's gonna be fucking validated. And then, which goes to the second of the top 3 things, this motherfucking court system, yo. This court system, y'all really got shit fucked up when it comes to the fucking law, man. These motherfucking white people getting away with fucking murder and shit, yo. But y'all still locking niggas up for a half ounce of motherfucking weed and all that old dumbass shit.
Not paying child support and shit like that.
Right. For real though.
Taking your license. That's what I never understood about. That's a whole different motherfucking conversation.
But see, in my way of thinking, all that shit be stopped though. If we stop fucking doing all this shit to each other,
facts,
it's up against them motherfuckers. Oh yeah, they'll back the fuck down.
Facts. All we gotta do is unify.
Bro, they can be put in their motherfucking face. They can be. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me correct that. They can be put in their place.
Listen, just what you said, bro. If we unify and stop killing each other and stop acting like we gotta best each other and beat each other out. Right. If we stop doing that and unify, bro, they would leave us the fuck alone.
We are not our own enemies. We are not our fucking enemies, yo. Man. No, it ain't us. It's them.
Man.
But you should this motherfucker being manipulated and being told that you ain't shit and all this other shit and made a motherfucker think that, goddamn it, the motherfucker standing next to you is your goddamn enemy. No. That ain't it. That ain't the way, man. That ain't how we gonna get past this shit, man.
Facts.
Put all that shit down and all that arguing and all that hating against the next motherfucker and stand with that motherfucker. You ain't got 100% agree with his ass, but it's something y'all gonna agree about. It's something that he gonna teach you and you gonna teach him. Period. And stand up against this bullshit, man.
Stand up against it. I'm telling you, man.
This shit, man. Motherfucking way. There is no motherfucking way no white woman gonna sit here and talk to me and I'm not gonna smack the shit out of her motherfucking ass for spitting in my goddamn face.
That type of shit.
No.
That type of shit right there. All right, let me let you run this real quick and then we're gonna check. Let me see. We got We got the standoff, and then that's the last one we're gonna go to. But I got
a candidate reveals that another politician has been bribed. That politician who gets this allegation decides to leave the virtual debate. Here it is.
Who are they? Who are they, Kimberly? The names of the folks. Who are they, Kimberly? Nicholas Hammond, Peter Batista, Zachary Darrow, William Murphy. These are the lobbyists for the stadium currently. They are lobbyists for many things at the State House, not just the stadium. And one of them is the stadium. And actually, one of them is also a lobbyist for fossil fuel companies. So there you go as well. It doesn't have to be this way. We can have a vibrant city with a government who cares for us. But I think we need to be raving
Oh, dang.
for what we deserve. Good schools, good union jobs, thank you, everyone. A clean environment, affordable quality housing. These are the things that make life dignified for people here. And I vow to fight through every corporate obstacle to deliver a universal high standard of living for all our people. You can hold me to that.
Well, damn. The political opponent had receipts, started dropping names. That's what was required. She said name them. She started dropping names, providing receipts. She's on a laptop and made the politician leave the debate. The politician that left, a Democrat, congressional member, I don't give a damn. I don't care what political party this person belongs to. If she is wrong, she's wrong. Let's put up the picture full mass side by side here. Give you a little bit of background. Rhode Island congressional member walks out in the middle of the debate when her black, more progressive opponent calls out a history of being bribed by lobbyists.
Go ahead, sister.
Kimberly DeCupe is a progressive running to represent District 63 in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, a seat currently held by her primary opponent, who you just saw, who despite her corruption has previously run unopposed since 2016. Now, I don't like corrupt politicians. Once again, don't give a damn what political party they belong to. I like the more progressive candidate here. I like the fact that she was willing to call out the political opponent and provide receipts that stand up to me. And the fact that this is the first time I've ever seen a debate where the person who was being piped in through a virtual platform was able to make somebody who's there in real life leave. Never seen that before. And because of that, we're gonna go ahead and provide a little support here. Let's put up her information. If you would like to make a contribution to this amazing young candidate, you can do so. You can donate at the Secure Act Blue page for Miss Kimberly. All right, Mr. Wiggins, thoughts here.
That shit wild.
And that's another thing we got to start doing. Calling them out on their shit, bro. Yep. Come on. Call them up on their shit. Fuck you scared of?
Man.
You know they ass doing wrong. You call their ass out on that shit.
We gonna get their ass, because I'm gonna tell you, man. It's so much of that shit going on, dog. But niggas won't nobody say shit because they'll either get stopped or they'll either get bribed right along with it or get a kickback.
Right. Call them out on their shit.
Call them out on it.
You just admitted to being guilty by getting up, walking your motherfucking ass out.
And it's over with.
It's a wrap. You guilty than a motherfucker. I don't even know you. I don't even stay there. I don't even know what the hell they talking about.
The nigga said, I don't even know you. I don't even stay there.
Motherfucker make your ass get up and walk out. You guilty than a motherfucker.
Facts, man. Facts. Well, shit, man. Let's get to this. What's his name?
A hit dog gonna holler?
Man, you know it is. Gonna holler like a motherfucker.
Yeah, boy.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Make sure we covered everything.
Yeah, because I want to touch on something before we get off of here, man.
Over civil rights. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This was the old one. This was...
Yeah.
I don't know why it's still saying that on there. That's wrong. But anyway. All right.
Another one coming out. Okay, come on.
Have you heard about this yet?
Oh.
know him?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know his name. I just be knowing him by face. Come on.
Hey, Snipes, they're still denying us. So they got one in there, and he still won't. Oh, God bless America. They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in.
Ain't that right?
Ain't that right?
No, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell.
Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint.
That might look good. That's a mean bun. Go at home. Boom. Right?
That's me one, please.
Lieutenant Ness are about to get a complaint.
My nigga said y'all must let her go home.
That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey. What do you think? How my legs so bad? I don't make no sense.
So wait a minute.
Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on.
All right, I'm gonna file a complaint.
That's fine. That's fine. Good. How are you? Tell y'all have directives. I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in. Only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So SO has priority, even
GSP
though.
and you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm going to bring in 5.
Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Because I'm about to have a stroke.
What?
Guess what?
Wow. The vibe is good.
So the county is only letting people being brought in by the county.
By the sheriff's office, yeah.
This is a failure of.
And not the
police.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way.
Wow.
All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the call because I want to play stupid ass childish game. It ain't because of me, man. I got nothing to do with that. Sarge, I got nothing to do with that in there. It ain't my goddamn call. It's between the sheriff and the guy that works over there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Move the goddamn car, or I'm gonna move the myself.
Go move it. How you gonna move it?
Hey.
Move the goddamn car, man.
Moving the car.
Why?
Huh? He's in that park.
You're acting like a bunch of goddamn kids, man.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid. I'm not gonna be de-armed outside of the jail.
My nigga went got his strap.
Against other than.
Yes.
You need to get somebody to get this goddamn car so I can get out. They want to play games because y'all ain't letting them in, so they don't want to let me out. And I hope I don't see you getting your ass whooped on the street because I'm going to drive the by and you can tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else I see that shit. Yeah. Do it. I'll see you over the car because I got a goddamn car to go to and you don't want to move the goddamn car. Huh? Yeah. Don't stop for me. Don't stop for me.
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna quit. This is so stupid, dude.
Wow.
Back it up so we don't have to bring his ass.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey,
The
Chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car, and he's saying that his supervisor told him not to let it.
And again, no one on our side is threatening.
We're having a tit for tat over here. Hold on. Roll down your window. Here you go. Talk to your chief, please. We gotta stop playing these games. This is retarded.
Yes.
Chief probably said,
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
Wow.
Hey, Sarge, we got it.
We're all standing on the wall at the jail.
Who car is it? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm get who your sergeant is. Hey, he's with the chief. Okay. Sarge, he's with the chief. He's with the chief. Sarge.
What's your name? Got there and started rolling up. They shut me right before I got there.
Give him a second. Give him a second. I hear you. I hear you.
What is it, Sally Moore? Yes, sir.
Now go ahead and back it up. Back it up. All right.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. You stay right there, man.
Hey, Sarge. Sarge. Now your sergeant over here telling him not to move. His lock. Chief said he's not moving. We got to get somebody over here. We got to put this. This ain't respectful.
Hey, they got my guy locked in. What I got to do with this shit? Like,
I don't want to fight. Everybody in. Everybody in.
I try to get through, and they immediately halfway open it, shut it on me, and I hear through there's a deputy standing behind the radio. That female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
From PD.
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's one person inside there, and now they let the sheriff. They booked the sheriff guys out. Now he's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys. They won't even let us in to use the bathroom, nothing. Nothing.
This is the. I think this is where.
This is it.
This is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principal someone's crime, man.
This is as bad as it's.
It's pretty bad, dude. Because
this is really
that
bad.
deputy was saying, "I'm about to arrest you for obstruction."
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Because this guy's got a call, but then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I started backing up, he told me to stop and gas tank.
What about arrested all of them for not doing their job?
Right. Okay.
This is
Crazy.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I really wish this is not my car right there, dude. I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with a crime, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I'm transporting.
Possession Schedule 2, obstruction, and drug-related objects.
So far, it's all felons. All right. Get in your cars, pull your people outside the gate.
Get in your car, pull your prisoner out the fence.
Yo, let her go home. Write me a damn court date and let me go to court.
All CPD prisoners at the jail, just see me out there on the, in between the street, between the building of the SO and the CPD. We'll have our meeting there.
Let's have a seat. Watch your head, okay?
This is sad, man. They doing this shit.
Watch your legs, okay?
He threatened to arrest me and Fairbanks for obstruction, and in Lockhart, and also said he was going to ram the car. So I mean,
He's going to pass right by us if he ever sees us getting our ass beat on the street.
Rock bottom.
Stop recording. This little young police officer.
Get the hell.
That's some bullshit.
That's man.
Hell no. No, what you wanted me to touch? What you want to touch on? What you want me to type in, man?
Man,
What is it?
City of Jackson, Mississippi, and the water problem. That shit was all on CNN, man.
Oh yeah.
Nationwide, bro. That shit is went nationwide, man. in good old Mississippi.
Which one you want to do?
It don't matter.
Is it this one? 1 day ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, it's a couple of them. Associated Press, ABC News. I think they might have something on it too. They both 1 day ago.
With Canva, we brainstorm together on whiteboard.
I'm gonna give you the business on this. I'm gonna give you the rock bottom, the front row seat on this, buddy.
Okay, I was about to say because you that's your area, right? You from there, right?
Man, yeah.
Of emergency after severe flooding devastated the region. That's right. Many residents have been left without water, not even to flush toilets. Wow. CBS's Omar Villafranca has more.
I didn't even hear about that.
Heavy weekend rainfall led to dangerous flooding. The rain washed away highways, and now the water system is failing in Jackson, Mississippi's largest city.
Until it is fixed, it means we do not have reliable running water at scale.
Emergency maintenance is set to get underway Tuesday at the O.B. Curtis Water Treatment Plant. State officials say residents will be without safe drinking water and have virtually no water pressure for an unknown period of time because the plant is operating far below capacity.
The main pumps had recently been damaged severely.
During an emergency press conference Monday night, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves said the city has been using backup pumps.
It means the city cannot produce enough water to fight fires, to reliably flush toilets, and to meet other critical needs.
Until the plant is fixed, up to 180,000 residents will be without reliable running water, and the National Guard has been called in to help distribute bottled water to the community.
The water is not safe to drink, not to even say it's not safe to brush your teeth with, because we are not seeing adequate chlorination and inability to consistently disinfect the water.
Children in Jackson public schools and local universities have now pivoted to virtual learning, while many businesses were forced to shut down. It's an unwanted reminder of the damaging floods that hit Jackson in February of 2020. But now, there's still no timeline on when the problems at the plant will be fixed.
Yup.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to start from the beginning and walk you through all of this shit, man.
Okay.
All right. Years ago, they did work up at the reservoir, right?
Okay.
They worked on the north end of the reservoir to stop flooding into where the white people were.
Okay.
All right. That caused, when it rains, that caused the flooding to occur south of that area. South of that area is North Jackson.
So it's the hood.
Right. Okay. Now, right on the eastern part of the city is the water treatment plant.
Okay.
It's in a curve. It's called the Waterworks Curve. All right.
Okay.
Now, if you ride past there, you can look off the interstate and see the water treatment plant.
Okay.
So what they're actually talking about, when it floods, the fucking flood water hits the treatment plant, contaminating it and all that kind of shit, right?
Wow. Okay.
Now, the thing with that is that you've had the money, the city has, several times to renovate, upgrade, build up the water treatment plant to where the flooding doesn't affect it.
Okay.
Right? If I can sit here and ride on the interstate and look off the interstate into the top of the water treatment, and you telling me when it floods, the flood overrides the water, it contaminates the fucking water and does everything else. All right? Now, you get to number two.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor, everybody's pointing the finger at the mayor. Well, the mayor is just like the president. When the president steps in, he takes on all the shit that was not done and the bullshit from the prior administration.
Right.
So this is being looked at fault of the current mayor, but it is not his fault. He has taken on this that's been going on for several administrations through there, man.
Right. So
All right.
it's a continuing problem.
Exactly. So with that, the mayor can't do anything without the approval or the co-signing of the city council.
Okay.
So you just had an issue with the water meters during Jack. You just won a settlement.
So they
with
got money.
The water meters that were put in.
Right.
Why didn't you use that money to fix the fucking water treatment plant? All right. Now, the government has offered money to the state and the city to assist with the infrastructure of certain counties, certain cities, and as far as Jackson, they've offered money to Jackson to help out with this stuff. The governor turned money down, the mayor turned money down.
Right.
Why did they turn the money down? Because, as we know, if the government gives you money for anything, they might not come back next week. They might not come back next month. They might not come next year, but you can guarantee they gonna come back and see what you did with that money.
They're coming back.
So everybody's got their hands in the cookie jar, yo. And it's sad because
this is the result.
Yeah, Jackson owes the government money now. They gave Jackson money to create a district like Beale Street down in Jackson, right? The city council tried to flip the money. What they did was they went to the stadium, which was housing and still is housing Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
They took a portion of the money and they renovated the stadium, the seating, the elevators, the press box. And they were going to sell the stadium to Jackson State. What held them up was the property is owned by the University of Mississippi Medical Center. It's a hospital.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So you're going to sell this stadium to Jackson State without us even approving it. So what the city did, yeah. Oh, hold on, let me finish. So what the city did, they promised or they shook hands under the table to get rid of a high school, which is directly across the street from my job, and a junior high that's 2 o'clock up the street from my job to facilitate the university building co-ed dormitories. So UMC was like, well, if we got our own property over there, let's just do away with the stadium and y'all find somewhere else for Jackson State to build or something.
Right.
Okay. The other portion of the money that the government gave the city for this historical district, they used to have a survey done for a damn water park that sits right on the river that's backing up and doing the flooding.
Bro, are you fucking serious?
The survey came back and you couldn't do it.
Right.
So you wasted the money. So all they did with that money that they got, that they had, and not to say that they went through 4 contractors dealing with this historical district. All that they did was gutted buildings and they bricked a street out of all that money they got. So when the government came back to see what y'all did with this money, y'all fucked it off. the leadership in the city fucked it off.
Right.
So, as you know, when you're talking about cities, there are three things that you are taxed for by the city that are a substantial part of your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Water, sewer, and garbage.
Yep.
The water is fucked up in Jackson. There's a big ass thing with the contract that the mayor has with some new garbage people.
The mob.
Next thing that's getting ready to happen, I pray it doesn't happen, is it gets to the sewage around there, man.
Wow, bro.
But all of this is caused by, drum roll please, y'all, and excuse my language when I say this, but it's a sensitive matter to me, and my language gets kind of, but y'all motherfuckers
do you
is voting in these popular motherfuckers.
Yep.
And these motherfuckers do not have you, the citizen of the city, at heart. Mm-hmm. You're not voting in the person that's going to do something for the city. You're voting in the motherfucker that's popular. The current mayor there, which is a friend of mine, I know, I've been knowing him, knew his father. Father was a great man. Father was a civil rights activist. Mm-hmm. His father actually was the lawyer for Tupac. Okay.
Okay.
But that's who his dad was.
Right.
The current mayor now, he was an entertainment lawyer. He handled rappers and all that kind of stuff. But because of his father's name, he gets voted in, like I said, popularity. Another one of the past mayors around there gave T.I. a key to the fucking city, yo. He thought he was a rock star. T.I. ain't did shit for Jackson, Mississippi. Why would you give him a key to the city?
Right.
But only to be in photo ops and all of this shit, yo. So yeah, the people are the reason for all of this shit. The current structure there is the reason for all of this shit.
That is,
and
man, you just blew my mind. And this is right where you at now, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I moved to South Haven, but it's where I work. It's where I used to live at.
Right. So is it flooded and shit right now over there? Fucked up?
Yeah, it's flooded. It's flooded. It's getting ready to flood. This area is just, you see that on the TV right there, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right where you, so where you at is like that. Fucked up.
No, where I what?
Where you like was, where you work then.
I've been down there working since Monday. I
Right.
came home because of the water pressure.
Wow, so you got up out of there.
I was like, shit, I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to go home. The water is supposed to get worse. So I'm going to go home, take me a motherfucking shower, get cleaned up, and I go back down there to work tomorrow. But I can take a shower at work, or I can go to the Y or somewhere and take a damn shower if it gets that bad. But yeah, that's what it's turning into, man.
Bro, listen, man, I'm going to pray for you down there. This
and
shit
bad.
is wild.
It's bad because you just saw the fucking governor get on TV and you paint this false ass picture. You paint this false ass narrative to the country. But the government tried to give you money. And because y'all doing all this fucked up shit, you couldn't accept the money to help the fucking people, yo.
And just help the people and do what you're supposed to do with the money.
Do what you're supposed to do. Same thing with DHS. Brett Favre, them motherfuckers gave Brett Favre over $5 million, yo. $5 million that was supposed to help the needy people down there, man. Y'all gave this motherfucker $5 million.
And what his silly ass do? Forget about it?
Man, when he's supposed to have did some whole bunch of shit that he didn't do.
That don't
DiBiase, the motherfucking wrestler, his son and shit involved. They involved in all of that shit, yo. So it's nothing but corruption.
That's sad as fuck, bro.
You know, there's a reason why that state is this state is looked at the way it is. It's the reason why it's at the bottom of the fucking total poll. It's some things that's going on in this state that are just great, but they're overshadowed by these corrupt, racist, white people and these black folks that don't think about nobody but themselves.
But themselves, yeah.
And it's sad, yo. And then you got people that are, you can't even flush your fucking toilet, man. Come on, bro.
That's bad.
You can't even brush your teeth. You can't even take a shower. These kids can't go. These kids can't go to school.
Sitting up in there all
How do you
shit.
expect a child to do schoolwork and they can't fucking take a shit?
They can't
or
function.
shower?
Yeah, man.
You ain't got potable water to cook with, bro.
So basically, people just stuck in their houses.
You stuck in your, and then too, you heard them say all the restaurants closing down because they don't have the right kind of. So
Yeah,
what are you?
can't eat, yeah.
You know,
man.
My partner, man, and I have to throw a shout out to him, man. My partner, Chill, man. Everything that's happened since the pandemic, he's been in the middle of it, yo. I mean, from giving away meals to trucks of water. You know, tankers come in with non-potable water just so you can flush your toilet. He down there getting it done, man. You know, they just had a water thing today. It was several friends of mine that was out there. One of my DJ partners, he was out there. They was giving away water today, man. You know, but yeah, you should not have to look to just regular people in the community stepping up to help other people. You got folks there that positions that you voted in, and it's their fucking job, yo.
That's sad as fuck.
And it's fucking sad. I was talking to Mayor. Mayor called me. Mayor, you know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah, Mayor, yeah.
Mayor called me today. We talked on the phone for an hour and a half, man. And he was like, I heard this going on, man. I just called to check. I said, bro, you know I'm good. And he asked me, man, what's going on? And I told him, you know.
Probably tripped him out too, huh?
But see, he knows
right.
He knows past mayors down there pretty good.
Okay, so okay.
So yeah, since then, and then me and him, as all of us, we've been kicking around in that box for over 15 years, man.
Yeah,
so
already.
But yeah, it's a sad situation, man. So I'm gonna say this to everybody. It may not be you right now, but it could be you, man.
Facts.
Your fucking vote. If you're a voting person, if you're not a voting person, you need to start voting because the shit starts right there where you live. Fuck this presidency shit. That's gonna take care of itself. But as far as your street, as far as your neighborhood, as far as your city, as far as your county, as far as your state, get your ass out there and take the time to find out who the hell you voted for.
Right. See what the policies they got going on. See what they think about what's going on.
Yeah.
And fuck just choosing somebody because it's a popular party or it's a cool motherfucking party, man.
I told Mayor today, man. My dad had told me, "Why you didn't stay down here, son? You would have been good and all that." Cause I know it'll take more than me,
Right.
You have to get away from all of that other shit, man. Get away from the motherfucking Facebooks and Instagrams and shit, and get your ass out there in the fucking street and talk to these people, man. Because once you speak to their heart and you show them with the mind, you got them then. Once you get out there and you get to talking to them and you get their heart into it and you get their mind into it, they're gonna follow you. It ain't got to do with no money. Like I told Mayor, I'm finna be getting 4 checks a month, bro. I'm getting money. I don't even need no payment.
Right.
I don't need no payment from nobody. But I'm gonna be out here in these streets because it's the people, man. It's the fucking people. They don't even have a fucking mall in the capital city, bro. That's the capital city of Mississippi.
They ain't got a mall.
They don't have a mall, bro. They don't have a fucking movie theater, you know? When they start voting in all those damn black people down there, the white people move to around the city.
Wow.
Everything around the city of Jackson is booming right now. Outlet malls, fucking malls, restaurants, everything is outside of it. Yeah. And you can't go out there with your motherfucking music blasting.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go out there motherfucking with no gas rims on your motherfucking car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because white folks are out here, you know, and the black people that live out there, they got money and they know how to live. They ain't out there doing nothing stupid. But once you cross this street, once you cross this highway, once you cross this intersection, it's like you going into a fucking Escape from New York, bro. It's just that fucking bad, y'all.
That shit sad as fuck.
Potholes every fucking where. When it rains, fucking streets flood out.
Right.
You know, it rains hard over here. The water doesn't drain off on the street because that shit fucking clogged up.
So y'all don't have sewers down there in Jackson?
Yeah, they have sewers,
they got sewers?
but
okay.
Blocked up and shit, man.
They just blocked up. See, this shit sad as fuck.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad as shit, man. But it comes from, y'all motherfuckers down here voting for motherfuckers for a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm. Listen, man, y'all get out and vote. Fuck being cool.
That's what it takes, man.
You know, and like y'all don't vote. Get out and vote for the city, at least the primaries and the shit that's like, going on in your city, man. The shit that's around you.
Yeah.
Like, please just go do a little bit of research, man. I know everybody want to be woke and all this and that and be against the system and stuff, but you got to understand that the system is where you live. You live in the system.
Man, you are the
machine.
You make this shit roll, man.
Yeah, man. Don't let nobody but trick you into thinking that your vote or your opinion don't matter, man. That shit matter, man. That shit really do matter.
Yeah, man. That shit's just
we got to do it.
It's fucking sad, y'all. And then right, furthermore, it's worse when you sit here and you sit here and watch this shit over the years, man.
Right.
Turn into what it is now.
Right.
You know. You
watch
sit here
your community and then wonder what's going on.
Well, you sit here, man. You know. It's some good people down there, but they hands are tied. You know, it's some good people down there. They can't give everybody in Jackson water. You know, my cousin wife was on Facebook today. It's like, man, it's a line to get water. I said, shit, when I be here in the morning, I'm gonna see how many cases I can load in my car.
Right.
I'm bringing y'all water from up here.
Right.
You know, but it is sad when you are a victim of your own demise, though.
Yeah.
You are the victim of what you chose to do.
That's sad as fuck.
Yeah.
That's sad as fuck. And I bet you that's right. I bet you that's the same thing that kind of happens everywhere. Like what happened in Dallas with the freeze this past winter and all of that. I bet the same shit was going on because Dallas all fucked up.
Same shit
all fucked up. Yep. Same shit, different toilet.
And that's what I keep pushing on, man. And I've been saying it since we started this shit, man. It's a fucking worldwide West Side, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a nationwide West Side. Rather, it's a nation. All this shit going on somewhere. It's not just. It's going on somewhere else too, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But y'all, it ain't the point of waking up. This is the point of fucking standing up, yo.
Standing up, facts. I'm glad you said that shit, bro.
Fuck wake, stand up, motherfucker.
I'm glad you
Shit,
said that. Cause I be
you
so
know.
sick of motherfuckers talking about they woke this and woke that, man. But
Oh,
they ideas be all
what you
fucking wrong,
see?
man.
What are you woke to?
Right. You woke the
You know,
shit.
you take the average person and swear that they woke, and what could they do? They could just repeat something they heard another motherfucker say.
Thank you. Repeat a fucking meme. Repeat
Right.
some fucking
Hey,
bullshit statistics.
you ain't get no background on shit.
Nope.
On nothing.
Nope.
But you call yourself woke.
Man, that shit wild as hell, man. But
The,
shit,
the,
man.
the, the worst fear motherfucker in this whole country is a free thinker, man.
Facts. That's why they don't
Who
like
does,
to.
who does not fall under these guidelines and all this other shit. It's just I think that it's this way, and I see that it's this way, and this is the way that I'm motherfucking going. If you going, come with me. If you not, get out of my motherfucking way.
Facts. Get out of my way.
Period. That's it. You know. But yeah, man, just wanted to, it ain't all that the media putting out there, bro.
So I'm
As of
glad. So I'm
it ain't all that is being out there. You
right.
know,
And
this
I'm
shit could have been fixed. This shit could have been fixed 5 years ago. It could have been fixed 7 years ago. It could have been fixed 10 years ago.
that shit sad as fuck.
And I'm talking about you see it though.
I see it. That's why
You
I'm
go out
saying
there,
when you explain it, that's why I'm saying I
man.
thank you for bringing it to the light and telling us this because from the inside because we don't just like you said it ain't all what the media is showing us because
So
it takes somebody to know somebody like you from the inside to explain and break that down to what has happened there and why and the demographic of who's being affected.
You go to the north of that motherfucking. You go to the north of that motherfucking reservoir, bro. Ain't shit out there flood.
They made sure they was cool, huh?
That's where them rich white folks at, man. The motherfuckers got houses and shit. They got motherfucking shit with boat landings and shit behind their house. That shit ain't motherfucking flood.
Wow.
All the flooding you see is south of there.
Wow.
Yeah. All the flooding is fucking south of there, y'all.
That's crazy. Man.
They released the pressure on the dam and it floods this motherfucking area down here. Come on, bro. Are you serious?
Listen.
Where's the fucking that's the relief valve that y'all got on what's going on up here?
Right, just dump it on us.
You release the water from building up on these white folks, and what it do? It runs down into this black fucking city and floods these motherfuckers. Or to the east, it floods all the motherfuckers in trailer parks. They not in the city of Jackson. They're a whole different another motherfucking county. But
right.
it floods. Man, I can show you some shit. Tell you some shit to look at on somebody's Facebook page. Man, this cars, they stay in a trailer park. Man, this car, the water is up to the fucking window of the car.
Hell
you know, kids out there walking in the street with shorts on, walking in the fucking water up to their knees and waist and shit, bro.
Just nasty ass contaminated water, just water from
Hell
everywhere.
yeah.
Nasty shit.
Yeah. You know,
man,
but
we got some shit to do, some fixing to do in our own country, man, in our own shit, man.
This
backyards, everybody's backyard.
Yeah, this that we doing here, hopefully reaches some people, man, and not a point like we say you waking up, man. Stand your ass up.
Stand up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm down there tomorrow and I'll probably work a half a day. But I'm gonna get out and get with some people I'm gonna use the money that I have that I could use and get some water for some people. And then if I find out some people got some water they trying to distribute, then yeah, I'm gonna donate my time for that. You know, I'm gonna get out and out some water. You know,
for sure.
You know, the shit is sad, man. And then you know you in this country that's supposed to be fucking world leader and shit, and you got this type of shit going, this small type of shit going on, bro.
Yep. That nobody really bringing attention to. They sweeping that shit up underneath the rug.
Yeah, And then like I said, the governor get his ass on there, and motherfucker, you done turned down money from the government to help motherfuckers, bro. Who does that type of shit? Why?
Cause he know he gonna misappropriate that shit.
Man,
That nigga
that's
just being an asshole.
and that's a slap in the face to any motherfucking taxpayer in the state of Mississippi, man.
It definitely is. It definitely is. That's fucked up.
Where is this money they offering you coming from? From off our motherfucking backs, yo. We paying these fucking taxes.
And then you're not gonna use it to help us.
You don't even use it to fucking help us, man. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That shit fucked up, yo.
But
Man,
yeah,
I hate to end that. We hate to end that shit on a bad note, but really it's a note that's informational and a note that need to get across, man. Y'all need to go get out and vote. And just like y'all heard what I said, man, it could be you. Get out and vote in your primaries. Get out and vote everything that relates to your city, your district, your neighborhood. Make sure you stand up. Stop. Fuck that being woke. Fuck waking up. You already woke. If you looking at this, you reading and breathing and got your eyes open, you woke, motherfucker. And you just not looking at what the fuck is right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So just stand up for this shit, man. And stand up. Stop trying to be cool, man.
And you see it, say it, man.
Facts, man.
You see it, you say it, man.
Man, well, shit, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Man,
Oh,
this
yeah.
episode 27, man. 27.
Man.
Yes, sir, man. PG the Hustler, man.
Iceberg Flame, yo.
Man, and we're going to get at y'all same time next week for the live, man. Same time Thursday for the show, for the rebroadcast, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Love y'all, man.